Man, today was a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Like small Pepe Kesha and big Oloyinka video shows. Like today was a lot. This is live for those asking. This is live. This is a live show. We're all watching it live. Um, man, today was a lot. I think this is the Pepe you guys have been waiting for. Man, Oyinka and Kesha, Nelly. I wasn't expecting that from Nelly. I thought Nelly, Kelly, they were both close and everything. But Nelly at the end calling Kesha a bitter woman was it was just so funny. And Oyinka saying she's vile, and Kesha was saying, you're evil, you're evil. Did you see that facial expression? I'm sure people are going to use it for different things on social media. That Kesha's facial expression, you're evil, you. Oh man, today was a lot. And I can't wait for Victoria to talk about this. I think Victoria is going to say something because she has been telling Ibuka she wants to talk, she wants to talk, she wants to talk. So now they're just doing adverts. So after the adverts, we'll see what's going on. Like I told you guys, please, this is going to be a live podcast. We're going to show some clips from the show. We're going to watch the show live, like we're watching it live right now. But I won't be showing you guys everything. I'll mute out of the video, then you guys can listen to the conversation and what they're saying, and you guys can chat and ask me questions and I will reply. I wonder what concern Kelly Ray's endorsement due with the post that Kelly Ray now posted his endorsement due. I think our point was that Kelly Ray was using her to like push his endorsement due to get more awareness. I was using her name. That was why he talked about her. She felt he talked about her because Kelly Ray is not owning up to the fact that the tweet was about Oyinka, but probably maybe later I could own up to it and say, okay, it was about you. Let's see. So they're done with ads and we'll be going back. Hello guys. Hello guys, that's the end of the show. Yeah, the live show. That's the end. Yesterday Joy see me. Okay, someone is saying, Winston is saying Kesha is not polished even with the money. I don't know how I came to that conclusion that Kesha is not polished with the money they won. Kesha was looking really good today. Her dress was really good with the old jewelries and everything. I don't know how polished you want her to be. Maybe you'll probably take her to the shoemaker and tell them to add some polish to it. I don't know. I don't know how polished you want her to be again. Wow, today was quite interesting. I think since they started the Big Brother reunion, this has been the most interesting episode because I think they were able to address the major issues in the show, like the major drama that happened on the show. And it was interesting to watch. Initially, it was Oyinka and Nelly that kind of were up against Kesha. No one say ganged up, but they were the ones that were talking to Kesha, that they were giving her back to back. But I was happy to see Victoria coming towards the end and help explain more and support Kesha. At least her giving her voice to the whole situation on ground made it so obvious that most of the things Oyeka was saying was just things that she thought of in her own mind, things she cooked up in her own mind. I wish that she came on the show with receipts. If Oyenka was coming to talk about things that actually happened, not things that she thought happened, for me, that would have made it more interesting. You saying Victoria came into the show with a game plan being the old triangle situation that she told Sean. I don't know. God, I don't know how she came into that conclusion. Because the old triangle stuff started with Oyenka. Oyenka was the center of the triangle. She was the corners of the triangle. She was everything. She was the triangle. Even the Ozzy was mostly not aware of the things Oyinka was saying about him and Victoria. And Victoria wasn't more aware of most of the things she was saying. It was just Oyinka. Oyinka was the one pushing the whole triangle narrative throughout the show. So now I'm wondering, how did she come to the conclusion that Victoria was being a snake, that she was pushing the whole triangle, but she wasn't letting people know? I don't know. Oh, sorry, this person, I said it's not Cassia, it's Cassia. Sorry, it's Cassia, truly, it's Cassia. Cassia. Maybe I was thinking of Kike Shako. It's Cassia. So today was really interesting. And initially, I felt somehow that Cassia, like you said, could not say enough. It was more of just back and forth insults they were giving each other. Shut up, you're stupid, and all this kind of stuff. I wish you could like say a few things, like say more. And I don't know how Nelly take enter this picture. I'm still the whole dynamics with Nelly, because Nelly and Kelly, they were really close in the house. So that's Kelly Ray, Cassia's husband, because Nelly said it's because of the wife, Kelly's wife, that's Cassia. That is why she and Nelly, that's why they are not talking. So I don't know what happened. And a lot of them are just assuming, they're not coming in with receipt, they're not telling us the actual fact of what happened, why they are no longer talking. But Nelly was able to say a few things about, because she said something in the house. That was the gist she gave Oyinka about what Cassia said about Oyinka using the twins and everything for the show. I think the whole twin thing, the Wande and Annie's issue. But I think maybe that played out more outside the house because Nelly is close to Oyinka. I'm not sure the reason why Kelly and Nelly are not talking is because of what happened. I think the main reason why they are not talking is because Nelly is close to Oyinka. I think Nelly and Oyinka, they are both in the same circle of friends. So definitely they won't be talking to her. That's Cassia, Kelly Ray, Wanya Nandi, and Victoria. Since Victoria and Cassia are friends. So, and Ebuka towards the end telling Victoria to speak, and even had to tell Oyinka to like let her speak, because man, that girl is a queen. Victoria, the way she the way she was talking, she wasn't there for the bands. That was one thing I liked about her on the show right now, doing the reunion show that we just watched. She wasn't there for the bats, like the back and forth insults. She was just there, like she was explaining herself calmly like a queen. I know some of you come now and say maybe I'm Victoria. No, I'm not a fan of anybody. I'm nobody's fan. So, but the way she calmly explained herself, and the way she was talking with backups, like she was saying, Sean, please say it if I'm not saying the truth. She was talking so confidently about the point she was trying to make. I think that really helped in like clarifying something, that made it obvious that most of the things Oyinka thought and Oyinka said were just her own idea. They were baseless. There ain't any facts to it. She was just talking from her own delusions and everything. And it was sad to watch, because I feel like she should have owned up to some of. I think towards the end she tried to own it, like the narrative, but it was just unnecessary. Like, why bring up more lies to what we all watch? Why say things that are not true? This is a reunion show, for crying out loud. We've watched it. We've all watched it. We watched you guys live. We know what happened. So, but I like the way she was backing up her points with Sean, and she was telling Sean, please say if I'm not saying the truth. Knowing truly well that Sean and Oyinka are friends. They are close. Oyinka and Sean. It's quite obvious. I think even Oyinka was expecting Sean to say one or two things or say no, but guys would always be guys now. He wasn't saying much. He wasn't even saying, even while Victoria was saying back me up, he was just nodding and he was doing thumbs up. He wasn't saying anything much. He didn't try to interfere in whatever was going on. But I could see a lot of facial expression with Wani. Wani was giving different facial expression, but we could not see and this facial expression because of the way she was sitting. She was almost like her back was to the camera. So we couldn't see what her facial expression was. And Kelly at some point had to like support his wife while they were all like up against Cassia. That was nice to watch. And it's just funny that Victoria had more things to say that were genuinely true than Oyinka. Like I saying, like most of the times she was talking with Ozzy, Oyinka was always somewhere around, standing around or trying. Oyinka was like, no, 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 no. But it was obvious. We watched it on the show. She was always around them. She was one that even to Sylvester, she was one that said Victoria changed her skirt because of Ozzy. You guys could remember that old conversation online and everything. Today was just fun to watch. Sincerely, today was so interesting. So you guys, what did you guys grab from today's reunion show? Then, yeah, in the beginning, I'm not sure I think you guys missed some 10-minute parts of the show where Ben was talking about TJ, that him and TJ are no longer close. They're not even in talking terms, which I find that funny. Being fact that they are guys, I don't think there's anything to like the whole stuff that happened wasn't such a big deal. That because while he was on the show, he felt like he was kissing the Imbadwe twins' ass, and him saying that like he talked about the whole godfather thing, that him naming the twins the godfather for his twins without consulting his wife, and he spoke to him about him even on the show, and the things he said about him while he was in the diary room, like when Big Brother asked him who is your closest friend in the house, and he said Uzi, being the fact that they came on the show together and he played a major part or a major role in TJ being on the show. That makes me think, if that means initially when we watched the show, it was Ben was saying TJ brought him on the show. Now TJ is saying he played a major part. No, Ben is saying he played a major part with TJ being on the show. That's the part I don't understand. Was he the one that made them audition together for the show? As Ben asked TJ to come audition with him for the show. Because they saying he played a major part in TJ being on the show and everything. And for him to like go behind his back and talk trash about him, that was unfair and that wasn't right. So they are not talking. But he said TJ reached out to him after the show and they tried to talk about him, but it wasn't just open to that discussion. So that was sad to hear. That was sad to hear. That was sad to hear. But I think after the reunion show, they should sort that out because it's no big deal. But it's the fact that what was so funny was towards the end, Ben was like, he hopes the Imbadwe twins are calling TJ's twins that they are sending him money like £1,000 since he made them the godfather. Oh, God, though. I beg. That part was just so funny too. So you guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys tune in tomorrow with me. Yeah. Have a lovely night. Bye. Thanks. Bye.